Welcome back, everybody. Accidents and injuries can happen anytime, but they are especially common in our summer months.
Yeah, we have chosen our next Go For It for July event. That in mind, keeping that in mind. And joining us now to talk more in depth about knowing and understanding the basics of first aid is Orlando Gregory. Thank you so much with the American Red Cross. Good morning.
Thank you for having me.
So I'm kind of embarrassed to say, you said you knew some first aid. I don't know any.
I can do hands-only CPR, which, by the way, I used to say hands-free. that's a problem. You do have to use your hands for that.
Right, exactly.
But especially, there's a conversation about the Heimlich, which really isn't called the Heimlich. It's something different, right?
Well, Red Cross calls it the abdominal thrust.
Okay, all right.
Okay,
So what's the best way to do that if you see somebody choking?
As it relates to someone choking, the first thing I want to do is I would make sure that we call it responsive choking.
Okay.
So I would make sure I check call care. We call it check call care.
Okay.
I kick my call in. I check the scene, make sure the scene is
So
safe.
if I'm choking, if it's me.
If you're choking, I'll make sure the scene is safe.
Okay.
I'll come up to you.
Okay.
I'll tell someone else to call 911,
Yeah.
give me an AED first aid kit,
Okay.
and then I would obtain consent from you. I would say, I see that you're choking. Do this like a demonstration.
you're
I see you choking.
yep,
I'm trained
yep.
in Red Cross First Aid. My name is Orlando. Can I help you? You would nod your head, and then immediately I would go to 5 abdominal thrusts.
Okay.
Right, 5 back blows. So I would
Okay.
get to the side of you. I would
To the side,
lower,
okay.
yep, I would lower you this way.
Okay.
Good, and then I would do the 5 back blows. If those 5 back blows don't dislodge the object, I would bring you back up, and then I would do 5 abdominal thrusts.
Okay.
Okay, that's 2 fingers above the belly button. I would put here, and I would push in and up.
So
in and up
in
5
like
times.
that.
Exactly.
Okay, 5 times.
So I would continually do that, so you don't go unresponsive.
So you repeat that until
5 and 5.
the object is. Oh, you go back. You switch back and
I
forth.
keep switch back and forth,
Oh, okay,
5 and
okay,
5 until
okay.
either the object come out or you go unresponsive.
Okay.
If you go unresponsive, now I'm kicking into CPR.
Gotcha. Okay.
You see? And
yeah.
then I will make sure when I do the 30 compressions, I look to see if I push the object up.
Oh,
if
sure,
I push the
right.
object up, we do a technique called the finger sweep.
Get it in there and pull it out.
And then roll you into the recovery position.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So then some other injuries you see during the summer months.
Yeah, you got your bee stings, you got your anaphylactic, you got your poisons. We got water safety also,
Yeah.
safety issues. And choking is the #1 cause of injury, not the #1 cause, but the most important cause of injury and death in children
Sure.
younger than 5 years
Right,
old.
right.
But choking can occur at all times,
yeah.
with anybody.
So this is the type of stuff you're going to be teaching for the Red Cross will be teaching at our Go For It event in July, right?
Correct, July
Okay.
15th.
Okay.
Yep, we partnering with Go For It and
Yep.
also the University of Michigan Dearborn, and the Red Cross is partnering to do a health fair or first aid
So you
care.
can kind of get some hands-on training and learn exactly how to do this.
Exactly, but at that event you won't get certified,
Sure,
but
right.
you'll get a lot of different skill sets to understand.
Gotcha.
first
Some
aid.
exposure.
Right.
I do like
Speaking
that.
of, the information's there on your screen at U of M Dearborn, over on Fairlane Center South, that's 19,000 Hubbard Drive on July 15th. That is our July Go For It event, and again, that's a lot of stuff, and you can save a life. I mean, I don't want to say it's easy, but it's good skills to have, not that difficult, and you can save someone's life.
You can absolutely attribute to saving their lives
Right.
as things move forward.
Right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You know what I like about this next Go For It? The viewers picked it. They
That's
want
right.
to know.
Yes.
So that's great.
Yeah,
so
that's
power
good
to the
stuff.
viewers. Very, very
All
good.
right, Orlando, thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Awesome.
that.
Thank you so much for your
Appreciate it.
time.
Thank you.
All right, let's toss over to Brian, who is